Non, prier en créole, prier à monter, la grâce la descend.
That's it.
South Doing like praying, and that was a good question. It's like, damn man, what language? Pour moi, bon, j'ai pas parlé anglais. God don't speak English to me.
I think also too, parce que il goûte fait avec là, you're more emotional. You dig more deep into your heart because it's how you
exactement
how you express yourself.
Facts, man. Facts. If we
listen.
Okay, so you decided to go ahead and pursue a special. Tell us about that process. How did that happen?
Well, that special was filmed in 2018. I released it in 2020.
Wow.
Yeah, et pour cette... OK, raison pour laquelle the special happened is because compagnie que les Billy Jean-Marie, he's a fantastic dude up in Montreal. He's a promoter. He organized the show called Peakley's Comedy. Honestly, he was the first person that treated me like an artist when I first came out. You see, like, bro, it was the full artist treatment. That's when I was like, oh, okay, I can dig this. So one day I performed, I killed it, whatever. So the next year, he was like, hey, SeJoe, I want to do a one-man show with you. Can you perform for an hour? I was like, of course, man. I got an hour. It's all good. Muncie, bro, I don't have no hour. I probably had a good 20.
Are you serious?
I probably had a good 20 minutes. But until me say, we ain't getting that done. He says, all right, pas un problème.
Okay.
And I think we spoke about it in April. Man, May comes around, he sent me a draft of the flyer. And he was like, hey, man, hey, do you approve? I was like, damn, he's for real. He says, one-man show, SeJoe, my guy coming. I was like, whew. I was like, yeah, man, I approve. Man, after he announced the show, 2 weeks later, the show was sold out. And it's at the Rialto Theater. It holds about like 800 people.
Wow.
And 2 weeks later, the show was sold out. I was like, oh, hell no. It was like, oh, we someone back at Salcom. And that was around the time that, bro, I used to get nervous going on stage. I'm talking, yes, going on stage, I used to be nerve-wracking, but that's the thing. The moment they announced me, tout nerveux aller. As I coming to the stage, the whole time I'm nervous. They just SeJoe. Et puis, the moment they dit SeJoe, bon, tout Charlie a sauté moi, Wakali. So Billy said, send me the flyer. I approved the flyer. Boom. The show's set for September. I'm like, oh my goodness. So now I started m'aller plim Kai et puis commence à écrire. I'm like, man, now I need to come up with an hour. I'm like, and it needs to be funny parce que pour faire une temps, pour parler, pour bailler Joe Louvain. And people are just listening to you. That's why comedy is hard.
Yeah.
And they always compare comedy to music, and music is way easier. Like musicians, when they go on tour, they already know people like their song.
Right.
Because that's why you're going on tour.
Right.
People fuck with you.
Right.
You know? But comedy, we have to go on tour to find out if we're even funny.
Ooh.
You know, like, and comedy is the only medium where people expect
to be good. You gotta be.
No, they expect to laugh. Like music, let's say you go to a Chris Brown concert. He may not play These Hoes in Loyal. He may not play Run It. You know, he may not play Gimme That, but
still
you're gonna be happy because he played all the other joints. And you know, you listen to some music. Chris Brown was there. But souvent no comedy show, bro. I don't care who it is, bro. I expect to laugh.
Right.
Even right now, you go to a let's say you go to Martin Lawrence. Si Martin Lawrence pas for green don what fâché oui.
Yeah.
Even if he's that old, it's still
he should make you laugh.
He should be yo got the caca me 300 me $80 pour ticket puis m'pa green dem nah, bro. Like I want my money back. You know, it's harder. So yeah, I wrote commencé écrire. And then I called my cousin. And that's one thing that, like I told you, like I'm talking about in the second special that I'm writing is that
second special.
So I called my cousin up. I was like, hey man, cuz can you come to the house? Cause misi a bon vérité. S'il va bon la dit mieux. No man, kaka pas bon.
That's good.
Yeah, no, you need somebody like that. So moi les misi me dit, yo man, est-ce qu'on peut venir boire man? Let me know I'm a performer for you. Let me know if it's funny. S'il pas bon, he's like, no problem, cause I got you. So me say vini tout bon. And then I was like, all right, let's time it. So we say Vini, I started doing it, and then he's laughing and blah blah blah. So we did I think it was an hour and 30 minutes, something like that. It be I'm fini là. Yeah, man, leave moment. Yo, man, trust me, it's good, bro. It's good. I was like, fuck it. So Septembre Vini, I make sure I memorized it to the T. But I'm pas de rater le vrai. So Septembre Vini, I went to Canada. And I performed it, and I did that whole hour. And people were like, "Oh shit!" People was just dying. It was laughter.
So the special that's out right now was the one you did.
No, the special that's out right now.
Okay, we'll walk into that. Never mind. I'm too ahead. Yeah. Okay. Pause it.
Yeah, and I performed it in Canada, and that's where I'm like, oh, okay. So that's I have an hour. So I was like, okay, so that's an hour. Damn, American comedians got an hour too. Mm-hmm. So, all right. So I could just record this whole thing, and that's my special.
Wow.
Like, okay. All right. So let's go. So 2018, I was in New Jersey, and puis I went to Boston for a Haitian Movie Award.
Haitian Movie Award?
Yeah, they actually...
Shout out to Haitian Millennials who never heard of that, like me.
So yes, right? Well, they have a Haitian Movie Award, and it was happening in Boston. And they booked me to be the halftime. I was performing at the Haitian Movie Awards. So, my Haitian Movie Awards là, and I did my thing. Of course, I'm doing 2 years. Of course. So, 2 years. And then while I was over there, directors, Haitian directors, movie producers, they're all there. So,
SeJoe, bon bail là. Continue. Haitian Movie Awards.
Yeah, man.
Si I felt toujours next year like that.
Oh, they probably got it going there. It's an annual thing. They probably took a little break because of COVID, but no, it's an annual thing. C'est a pile movie like I Love You and tout bagay sa. What's that movie?
Ça c'est une connaît, même. I Love You and Cicatrice.
No, again, they said probably like Married Men. Remember that was going?
Yeah, that was a newer version. Yeah,
right. And they had another one too, Carrefour at the time. Yeah, so they're in it. They have Haitian movie festivals too, man.
I think I heard about that through Damis, Samuel Damis.
Yeah, actually, Nusha Jacques Problem, my stand-up was nominated in there too.
Oh, nice.
So that's what I'm saying. So Haitian directors, producers. So I linked up with a Haitian director over there, Ralph Celestin. Et puis,
that's who I ended up following after I started.
Right. Et puis, Monsieur, he was like, yo, I'm a big fan, man. So here's my card. Whenever you want to do a project, man, just hit me up. So I'm like, yo, as a matter of fact, man, I want to shoot a stand-up special. He's like, man, say less, my G.
Less.
He was like, just really, maybe now we're going to plan this whole thing out. It be vraiment vrai. I called him, and I called my boy Stanley David. He lives in Boston. He's also a promoter, Mapu Entertainment. Et puis, je dis, yo, stand him down and fait show side by side. I say, yo, man, I got a great place for you. I got the Strand Theater for you. Let's shoot it there in Boston. I was like, shit, okay. So, et puis, the good thing is, Stanley, the promoter, lives in Boston, and the director lives in Boston, and all his crew's in Boston. So, it was just easier, man. So, we just filmer le Boston, et puis, I edited it myself.
Wow.
Puis,
no, wait.
Bâton.
SeJoe. Pause it. The special on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
As we speak right now. So for those of you listening, if you've never heard of SeJoe, if you've been under a rock, he has a special right now on Amazon Prime.
Nous Jacques
Problème, même si millennials nous pas tellement de problème, but monsieur.
No, nous can't problème.
Okay. You guys got power.
But nous Jacques Problème out right now. You guys should go watch it if you haven't. But what's really, putting me in awe right now and kind of a little baffled that he edited that himself. Wait, what? I mean, the cuts were all good. Everything. I watched it again recently. Like the cuts, I'm talking about from a production standpoint. All the cuts, everything, just the deliveries, the ways things were cut. I thought it was done through another, the same person who filmed it, but you put it together. Where does that skill come from, bro?
Well, again, in college, because I realized, again, there were not a lot of people doing what, as now to 2023, Kounya la, an pil moun are editing because with the phone, they made it easier. But 2009, them they fek ap komanse, man, people were going to school to learn editing, Final Cut, Premiere. Yeah. You know, like YouTube pat enraje, jen te enraje Kounya la. So I learned off YouTube how to edit in 2009, même jan tout. Et puis, because I realized, one, if I had Americans editing my stuff, boîte ap kale because you ba kompren sa map di ya. They won't understand the jokes. You ba konnen na phrase sa lem di woy. It needs to be focused on my face. Because c'est ça qui kill tu ya. Len ap di bagay gon genou fait figi nou. Americans won't know that. Like, you know, if you're not part of the culture, you won't know where to have the cuts, where to show figim, le côté pour montrer même, you know, body language bagay sa. So yeah, so I had to learn how to edit, so that's why I did it myself.
That's impressive, man, because the intro itself, you're coming from the back, right? And it and again, this is just based on now that I know you edit it, it kind of just gives it a little bit more oomph into it, because some of the things I thought were like, you know, a big production, which was, but as far as the editing goes, sometimes you have to have that.
Right.
That eye to know, hey, I'm coming from behind the stage, so I remember there was just some screens in the back, and then you were coming, and then it was about to pan to when you come out to the stage, and it was lifting, and it did a cut to the red, you know, thing lifting. I was like, yo, that was kind of dope having that intro, and I was like, yo, this is high level stuff right here. But knowing that you did it even brings more to the intentional aspect of it.
Because I was like, if see American can buy Pepli good stuff, we could do the same thing for our people too.
That was up to par. You know, sometimes when they say we do stuff,
right, it's not up to par.
You can tell it looks like, oh yeah, we did that.
Right.
You feel me? Which is a hard thing to kind of get over in the media. I'm actually, you know, anyway, this is a whole nother conversation for another day.
No, I agree. I definitely agree. I know where you're coming from.
But from that standpoint, yo.
Yeah, I wanted to give you guys something to be proud of. It even I'm saying Haitian Americans, right? Us. Yo, ba ki toujou an medim tou men. It's like, bro, if you want to take sou gon zami American, let's ou joun on mari kounya la bode. Let's di son American li.
Yeah.
Et vous di chéri m'da men non restaurant ici. Nan ki restaurant bal menen la. On kote pou mise chita.
Yes.
Chita, something nice. Tan kon La Carreta. Do you know La Carreta?
No,
It's a Cuban restaurant. Yo, good food. It's like a chain down in South Florida, but it's like any good sit down restaurant kote wap vin chita epi yon moun bel bagay. You know, like
you're proud of it, yeah.
One restaurant that we really proud of that ou ka menon étranger, al chita, bon service, manger. Like I guess now people are starting
it.
But it's like
we're in 2023.
2023,
yeah.
Right. Like vraiment, like
you know what's happening too? I'm gonna start.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so there is a thing where Haitians in our community, so the owner of the restaurant feel like they have a higher overhead, right? So they now translate into the cost of the food. So what happened is the Haitian community who's used to the $10 griot, now it's $14. They no longer frequent that restaurant. Now that restaurant has aesthetic and all that good stuff, and then it's just attracting the American or the other
audience,
cultures that are coming in. Even the Hispanics are coming in. However, they're not able to keep up with the overhead because our society or our community is not paying the price for what it costs to really uphold and upkeep that environment.
Know what? I call bullshit. You know why I call bullshit? Because you pral nan lot restaurant yo.
Right.
You pral bafle lot manje yo. Like it's bullshit.
We don't want to pay for our own food.
Right. C'est figi pa nou yo pa respekte. But I tell Haitians, yo, log in restaurant, you don't make food only for Haitians. Okay? Ou pa fè manger pour ou fè manger pour tout moun. Blanc reme épice. Et pas manger reme non reme épice. Manger nou an gen goût brother man. It's good.
Right.
It's tasteful. It's amazing.
Mette épice nan burger?
Bon, ou mette épice nan burger. Ou pas manger un burger haïtien?
Yeah.
Ooh, it's good.
Dans Haïti.
It's different.
Dans Haïti on Burger Week.
Yeah.
They had Burger Week, yo.
It's
burgers
different.
was the best burgers I've had. And I've had burgers in America,
Yes.
where, you know, a lot of people eat burgers, but I get
Bro,
it.
I get it. Like, but haïtien fait restaurant, li fait le même genre figi, li fait led.
But are you speaking from a standard for Haitian people, or are you basing it off having an American experience?
No, well, we live in America, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're having the American experience. Même regarde d'autres fois en Haïti, pas vinn faire le boy ici là. Et bien, pour ça, that's why things are going bad because even when we go for Little Haiti, right? There's no more Little Haiti, right?
Yeah, there's no more.
Yo prend l'homme yo.
Right.
Pour qui ça yo prend l'homme yo?
Parce
Nothing
que
was happening.
Il était tellement paraître un genre.
Yo fait le même genre figi yo.
Oh, get shit.
That's what happened. Because so they take care of. Do you think they can take little
No, they would have loved
Havana?
it. They would have loved it. They would have said, "Yo,
Yeah.
this
Bro,
is
they
adding
would
to
have
the
added
culture."
you in the touristic
Or Chinatown.
spot. Like, yo,
They
let's
would have found a way to squeeze you in if you uphold.
go to Little Haiti, man, to
Yeah.
go see some culture.
Yeah, you're speaking too much truth.
Little
right now.
Havana, they probably jump with l'homme Cuban, yo, because no.
Yeah.
They made it a little.
You fell-
They made it palatable.
Yes, bro.
We have to find a way to make Haitian.
While
culture
Little Haiti,
palatable.
boy, they fâtre à tout côté. Ah, j'aime dire, yo fait le même genre figi yo. Ou pas qu'à sauter en Haïti pour venir là dans le pays blanc et pour faire le même genre Haïti. It's like, no, bro. Blanc pas quitter le concert dans mon border. Quand vous pas vouloir apprécier, merci Timal. Comme moi, vendre Kaiwa. 200 000 $, pas un problème. Ma prendre l'amour. Merci beaucoup.
Yeah.
Comme on pourrait pour Kaiwa 300 000, pas un problème, Timal. Merci. Et ou même, soit 200 000, pas un problème. Ma prendre l'amour. No problem. You don't want it, I'll take it from you. Et puis, qu'on est là, ou dans la rue, on fait manifestation, au blanc, raciste, li pas vle
We're
lo
a
Haïti.
reactive culture, not a proactive culture.
Exactement.
Haitian people, we are very reactive. When it comes, même si les bala bi mal laisse ça nous besoin react. We're not
Ouais.
proactive
It's
at all.
like, exactement, brother.
Ouais,
Qu'on est là, après les racistes. Non, il n'est pas raciste. Ou pas vle, li achete l'amour. Li prend l'amour. C'est ça que c'est arrivé. Li pas bon prix ou te vle. Non, parce qu'on pas de Kimbil dans l'état pour le te bon prix ou te vle.
Est-ce que l'on achète là 5 ans de cela, là va même semble la même là encore.
Oui.
Comme si on a son haïtien là parce que you get on dire que ça quête mais haïtien là même.
Do you think that mentality is shifting?
That mentality shifting?
Yeah.
New York?
I don't know. I think for the time, and that's where you guys come along. You see the Haitian Millennials.
Right.
That mentality has to shift with you guys. But that's the 30-year-old
Yeah.
generation now. Now you guys are the one getting the money.
Now we want to go to brunch, bro. What you talking about?
Right. Nous allons le brunch. We là, son affaire. I don't know, man. The mentality is you got. I mean, it's definitely different from the mentality of our parents. But ce qui s'apparent nous quitter pour nous là, pour nous changer, parce que Léo Haiti t'a supposé pour nous.
Yeah.
You pas take elle, you prend l'homme yo.
When I know Petty Little Haiti, for that creole about. I seen something right
When
now.
I say Winwood, Lemon City,
Yeah.
yeah, you want one man, so you know, like crier, you prend Léo Haiti dans nous. Get nous. Fuck you. Ça nous favel, man. It's like ça nous favel.
Yeah.
Right.
Ça nous favel. Kounye la, est-ce que nous ka di kon sa, hey man, hey girl, m'gon ti étranger là, m'a sorti avec un bel petit Puerto Rican, and she, let me take you to Little Haiti so that you can see
See the
some.
culture, yeah.
Or if she's like, hey, I want to see your culture. Can you take me to Little Haiti? I've always heard about it. Moi, I dis, nah, baby, we can't go. C'est ça, obligé, non, chez moi, mais non, Little Haiti. Pas capable. Mais on Cuban, like, hey, I want to go to Little Havana. Oh, you want to go?
You have a good time.
No problem. Oh, yeah, I know a good little restaurant. We could sit down and eat, drink some mojito. And, no problem. Let's go.
Right.
I'm go. Ukale. Oh, you Italian? Let's go Little Italy. Oh, you Chinese? Oh, yeah, let's go to
Yeah.
Chinatown.
You're making it sad, man. I'm kind of feeling
No,
sad.
for no food sad.
No,
You-
we have to feel
yeah,
it.
No, you have to.
We have to feel it.
It's like kounye la wap vin kriye bon men, la wap vin kriye sa la vin kriye mwen la. Ki me le bunda wap kriye yo bon nan mwen la.
So your
Yeah,
special,
it's,
your comedy style, you compare yourself to Dave Chappelle. I feel like that's super accurate because
Yeah.
you are very honest and educational. Did you read your comments on Amazon? The comments people left you.
Oh yeah, I read I read it. But normally I don't read comments parce que get fois when people just go crazy et puis get fois m'ta me monter en dedans et puis on be like, but you know, but get fois pas aussi m'kon nan mi temps, m'brale ko un bon comment ba, m'brale reply ba bon and I'm like, Joe. Ki me bon do a bon ça. I'm like, you know what? Delete. I'm just leave it, man.
That's maturity. That's maturity, man.
Yeah, man, because sometimes I'm in the and I'm like, bro, fuck this bitch. And I just moved to the next. Yeah, like,
No, but you had amazing comments, and you're a 4.7 out of 5 stars.
yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
Round of applause
Même
for
moun
that.
ki, even the lowest comment is It's because of the subtitles.
Yeah.
And I did the subtitles. I purposely did not translate the jokes. Because you have to create the subtitles. I purposely just put Haitian jokes. Because I talked about it. You don't translate jokes. Et tant que, OK, si je translate, and I give it, qui blague Sandra, how do you translate that? Nous songe blague ça?
Ou te bale.
Yeah, nan ba la kote me dit comme ça que Goneg, monsieur Reme fait jolé dans quartier li a. Li toujours marché dit tout le monde que li couché Sandra.
I remember.
Yeah, et puis Sandra passé, Sandra attendait, monsieur dit monsieur, nous sommes là, il y a ça kembe Sandra me coche là bas bois. Malchance pour Sandra, mais Sandra quand ça passé, il tendait ça là, il dit Marissa, Sandra pas être amené le braquer sur monsieur, il dit oh men, après marché dit tout le monde nous coucher Sandra. Monsieur dit oui chef là, hier soir si tellement il fait chaud, me coucher Sandra. So now how do you translate something like that?
Yeah, because you have to be like Sandra the blanket.
Right. Pas gen moun ki le comforter. Like it's like
Right. So, see, thank God you just said that joke because I tried to tell him that joke. After I heard it from you, I said, yo, this joke right here. Like I said, I tried to do it. Like maybe I'll recall back to which episode and then put the comparison because I butchered it. You killed it because you're the original.
No, because we were sitting there like.
Yeah, they were trying to get it. I was trying to tell after I heard the joke because it was stuck to me. So I was like, yo, that's the power of having a joke in Creole.
Yes.
Because it's almost like, the whole stand-up, you was talking about the empowerment of having stuff done in Creole because we got washed out by speaking French and all that.
Facts.
And that's the example that you literally could put on a board and said, this is the reason why. So when I heard the joke, I was like, yo, I have to be able to tell them because, they're Haitian American in a way, see if they get it and if it made sense because somebody could be like, yo, it would make the same sense.
He butchered it because when I heard you say on the special,
it
was funny when you said it. No, it's funny. No, but it's important because like we were talking about just, when historians look back or if there's ever our stuff put in a little spaceship somewhere.
Right.
Like when they study our language, that joke right there is so important.
Oh, it's jokes, comedy, humor is culture. It is culture. Like comedy is universal, but humor is very cultural.
That's the title of this episode right here.
Yeah, humor is very cultural, man. Even in my stand-up, I said Khaled Hosseini wrote a book called In the Mountain Echoed. He said, if culture was a house, then language would be the key that opens all the doors inside that house. Et nous-mêmes en Haïti, nous toujours dire oui. Et même si tout le monde, problème Haïti, c'est français. You say, oui, Haïti, il y a plus de problème qui français, bah ça, Haïti, I'm like, yo, listen, how else do you communicate a knowledge? How else do you teach? It's through language. Imagine, just imagine, you grew up in America, right? Imagine if you went to school and your school was in German.
I'd be speaking German.
No, if the moment you go to school, they teach you in German, but the moment you walk out of the school, everybody's speaking English. Huh? Like, just imagine if you went to school and they were teaching in Spanish.
Yeah.
And you walk outside, everybody speaking English.
It's like you feel like an imposter in your own country.
Eh?
You feel like an imposter in your own country.
What would that have done to you?
Yeah. You can't think.
You can't think. You can't formulate a thought, bro. Because at home, 99.9% of Haitians don't speak French at home, bro.
Right.
You're pas les créoles.
It's that 1% that.
Donc, l'on dit la chèvre, le chèvre, whatever. Dans pays m'ba j'aime ouais chèvre, c'est cabrit moi qu'on ouais moi-même. L'on dit le fleuve, dans pays m'ba j'aime ouais fleuve, c'est rigole moi qu'on ouais. Like it's like you're teaching me things that I've never seen or heard in my day-to-day life. I don't
like you're
see
a tourist
it.
in your own country.
What the teacher is teaching you, you're translating everything the teacher is saying to you in Creole so that you could better understand the lesson because you don't really know when la teacher la géographie est l'étude de la terre et de ses habitants. What the fuck does that mean? Si on te dit géographie a pas apprendre nous des terres à moun qui était sous lui. Bien facile.
L'eau, facile contre l'eau. Ou pas pour bateau pour réciter le son, non? Ou tap connaît.
Ou tap connaît.
Right.
Mais on dit la géographie est l'étude de la terre et de ses habitants.
But you're super inspiring because I do think, like, as you know, the diaspora grows, as people are leaving Haiti in droves, what happens to the language? It's scary to think about it.
Yes.
is scared to think about.
The language can be lost. Like language can be Latin. Pas un monde qui parle latin encore là. Like language can be lost. Et puis si n'a fait imbécile, n'a perdu créole là tout. You know parce que là
Créole haïtien.
Oui. Et puis on l'autre bagaille moi et tout les haïtiens traduit non yo en anglais like bro so je me parlé avec I did an interview like that with Winnie Lamour. She has a Creole Institute in New York. So I asked her, Winnie, why do you translate your name in English? Why do you Americanize your name? Because really Winnie Lamour, little Winnie Lamour. So she's like, no. She's like, I don't translate. She's like, because when I speak English, there's a way things sound in English.
Right.
There's a way you have to pronounce things in English. So I stick by those rules because we are speaking English. Winnie Lamour is what the Americans are. I was like, all right, I'm gonna take your logic. No problem. So if a guy comes to my country and his name is Peter, I'm okay to call him Pete. Because just like in English, there's a way things sound in English. In Creole, there's a way things sound. In Creole, we don't have the sound. Really Peter, je dis really Pete. Right. Really Pete.
I should have brought tissue.
No, because there's a way things sound in Creole, right? Let's use that logic.
Wow.
Because the thing is, names, when you tell somebody your name, you're telling the person what sound to make in order to get your attention.
Yeah.
Okay? Parce que si moi les Jean, that sound, that's a Jean. Jean doesn't sound like Jean.
No.
Jean, you say it with your diaphragm. Jean.
Right.
Maman relo Jean. Because it has that mais Jean est bagay moun mette. Maman parle au Jean. Là, on dit Michel, si en français, vient dire moi je m'appelle Michel. Il pas dire Mitchell.
Right.
No, my name is Michel. Michel, my name is Michel. My name is not Mitchell.
Right.
Right?
And then you met ton extra en flat.
Right. It doesn't have the same sound.
So
Peter. Peter.
Right.
Peter. Hey, your mom call you Peter. If I see nigga like, hey, Peter, he's used to hearing that sound, But si me dit, Peter. He said, but you regarde him.
Right.
Because that sound is not sound. It's not
It's not. That's
different.
good. That's good. So, how would you describe Haitian comedy today? Like, if someone were to ask you, what is the Haitian comedy scene? How would you describe it?
Evolving.
Okay.
Because it is evolving. I mean, when I first started, it was probably me, Haitian V, and Haitian Jonas at the time. And now, we're going to peel neg kounya la, there's success, we get Plus, we get Paul, we get Innocent, we get Maya, Gael, Gariana, Cynthia, you have, there's a lot of other people in the source now, Mark, so it's evolving. And I like seeing when, new people get added into it.
Right.
Because that's blacks. I like seeing new people get added to it because it only means that it's growing and it's more opportunity for us. Because there's no point. Black basketball is 5-on-5. Okay, though you need other people to
play.
Yeah.
To play.
Right.
Et samedi nèg too, they need to get on their shit. Because moi, il dit fait que said when he gonna stand up special. Like that's why I was happy when Haitian Jonas put out his special. And it's on YouTube right now.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
So shout out to Haitian Jonas. So that made me very happy because when son nèg moi mes compétition. Because competition make me better.
Right.
And if I'm the only one who has a special lot, it's not fun.
That's very anti-Haitian of you, though.
Yeah, I know.
It is.
I know.
I was about to say that.
To be honest, I don't even like being called Haitian American. I like being called American Haitian. Yeah, mais t'as making fun parce que Haitian American quitte le pour génération enfant. Nèg you Haitian
American Haitian.
That's
Okay,
a gem.
yeah.
No, I'm American Haitian. I'm American first et puis Haïtien vient avec parce que ma mentality besoin l'argent c'est un green mais un good. And the mentality here is like what is it? High tides lift all boats. Somebody comme ça. Bro, sing it please. If Haitian comedy is growing, it's better for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. then in return, it's better for everyone else.
Yeah.
It's better for everyone else.
You don't see competition as taking away from you.
Oh hell no!
Yeah.
Because Lord lingo pas traffic. When you're in your lane, there's no traffic, bro. I'm in my lane.
Right.
Yo, that's the thing. I'm in my lane.
Right.
I'm not scared of nobody's
Go on,
talent
then.
because
Go on, then.
I'm so. You know how they say like the bird doesn't worry about the branch breaking because it believes in its ability to fly.
Right.
Même genre, bro, when I'm in a comedy show, I'm happy when there are funny people there.
Right.
Because the first thing that I want people to be like, damn, I had a great time.
Right.
But SeJoe was my favorite though.
Right.
But everybody else was funny.
Right.
But because at the same time, I'm still competitive. I still want to.
You still want to be the funniest,
I still want to be the funniest.
but you still want other people to also be funny.
Hell yeah.
Right,
I want you to go out there
Same
and
here.
murk it. Because
Same
I
here.
want like, let me start today. Oh, you supposed to be comic? Oh, my.
I see it.
You know?
Do you like to go last?
No, that's it. I don't like going last because I hate waiting for me to go up.
Gotcha.
You just want to.
I just want to go up there, but my man premier too. That's the thing. I don't like going last. I don't like going first. I like going like right in the middle. Like avant dernier. Ou bien avant dernier. But I mean, I like competition. Competition makes me better, man. I hate the fact that I'm the only one who has a special because I feel like I'm not as good as I can be. I'm not as good as I can be because I'm not competing. So I don't have nowhere to practice, and I talked about that even Lotila.
Yeah.
I don't have nowhere to practice, man.
Right.
One thing that's why when I watch American comedians, I'm like, man, I'm way better than him, and he practiced.
Right.
He practiced. Like, I don't want to sound like Allen Iverson, but I want to practice, but I don't have nowhere to practice.
You're the
Yeah, we're
opposite
talking about
of
practice.
Allen Iverson right now. You want to go to practice.
I want to
He
go to
didn't-
practice, but I don't have nowhere to practice.
Gotcha.
Those American
gyms.
comedians
Ain't no
ain't
gyms
no
for
gyms,
comedians.
and I talk about that in my stick. And
Right.
I'm like a basketball player with no basketball court and no hoop.
You just got the ball and
I just have a ball.
Talent. Ball and
I
talent.
just have the ball. Everybody here, like New York, you got Caroline's Comedy Club, Eastville Comedy Club, Dark Horse Comedy Club, the Gotham, the Set. You have comedy clubs
Right.
everywhere where comedians go to practice.
just do like
Where do I
weekly
practice?
stuff.
Yeah, because
Right.
then they're pushing you to speak English.
I don't have nowhere to practice. Nowhere. Et vous samedi, mais you guys are lucky that bon Dieu fait comique qui fait café nous gagner dans nous because if I had to practice to get better, kaka taboy. And that's why again, when I see American comedians, I'm not even worried about them too because I'm like, man, you don't understand, bro. If I don't even practice, and I'm way better than you. Nigga, you can practice. You put a Haitian American crowd for them. They will make them Haitian American crowd laugh, but not as much as I'm gonna make them laugh. Not as much. And I put any American comedian, any of them. We go to Canada to test this theory out. We could literally go to Canada. You got Haitians in the house? Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way you think you're gonna come with your English or your français et puis tu vas faire mes haïtiens grillés là-dedans. No.
What do you feel about this is super random and you can skip this question if you like, but there's the gentleman called Ty right now.
Oh, Ty?
Right,
Oh,
Ty.
yeah,
How
I
do you
met him
feel
before.
about his, because he's done skits and do things, Madame Bukile,
Oui, Madame
that whole
Bukile.
thing.
Yeah, I like
but
that.
then as I'm seeing lately, he's selling out and doing these shows. How do you feel? Because I've never seen the show, so I don't know if it's stand up or not.
No,
But
I don't know
How
if
do you
it's.
feel
I've never
about
seen his shows.
that kind of crossover?
I
That
don't-
skits crossover to stand up. How do you feel about that?
However they can get it, man. It's a different generation, so it's different ways to do comedy. So by all means, bro. I never seen his show, but bro, it's more power to him. When I'm with Jim like it's evolving.
Right.
Yeah.
Ty Aisha me say it too. So,
Right, but he does it in a way where he mixes a Creole,
Right.
because he's targeting the
Exactly. But
Haitian
me see-
diaspora.
Right.
But
Et puis,
he-
me see, in Canada, me sa vive too. And in Canada, the way they speak slang in Canada is super fantastic because their slang is a Creole. It's Creole words. Yo, ou ka pala avec un monde au Canada, il dit, hey man, viens voir un bagay. Bagay c'est Creole, mais il dit, viens voir un bagay. Yo man, là, ma neuf là, elle a une grosse bouddha.
Let's see. I've
Bro,
been to Canada.
Yeah,
never been to Canada.
they use Creole words as slang, so it's fantastic, man.
That's good.
So it was like Ty's getting it because me say I see me see. So if he's elevating comedy, bro, then it's good for me too
Crossover
because
win.
one, everybody's palette is different. Ou gen do apare même comme comédien, and that's okay. Because my jokes are for a different crowd. My jokes are for smart people, bro. Like I know, super intelligent.
If I wait Dillo, autant de la direct.
It's true. Like any black man boy there, super intelligent. You're not gonna. But me dis okay. Même bagay curl, la bagay Sandra a so tap di ya. Me kon di tout moun yo men. Me kon nan classe kon sa la, me di partner la yo men, me ka jouer professeur la. Kounyan la pas même konne ke me jouer. Me se di menti. Me di ok. Me tan kon professeur si tableau. Me di met là, bon bois ça mal propre.
Ou gen de c'est mal propre le wagon. Parce que moment de boss là pour la propre. Mais c'est mal propre c'est.
So got on black.
Hey, listen.
Traduis ça en anglais.
You can't.
You can't. Go clean the board. But okay, no.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's l'on ba on black kon sa et puis américain li même le ba on black. Yeah, I'm gonna laugh, bro. I'm gonna laugh.
But you understand if you were as witty, for example, in English, you probably even do better English jokes based on the
My
witty
thought.
aspect
I
of
get
how
it.
you think.
Yeah, the way you think.
Which is great. So like you are a national treasure because if you could do it in Creole and be at that level of intelligence, it makes it even better.
No, definitely.
Because sometimes you may, again, not saying that I'm throwing shots at anybody else, but the Lungi shot, the Jesse Fly, they were really going off of situations and things
Theater.
that everybody could relate theater-wise, right?
Theater-wise,
It was never a deep written joke or something that will have maybe multiple or double entendres or just different meanings in that
Oh
sense.
no, that's not true, man. That's not
Really?
true. Right, lo ap gade on bagay.
Yeah, their stuff is witty.
Oh yes, when you watch Langi Shot et Jessie Framen, their stuff is very.
I gotta rewatch then.
Yeah,
Gotta rewatch. Parce
Kounyo la grand moun.
it was the gestures that made me laugh at times.
Okay.
The pied, you know,
Okay.
Lungi shot pantalon by,
Right,
and
right.
then
No, definitely.
just all the, and then Sifra will next.
That's because we were little.
Right. I gotta rewatch it. Right.
But kounye la, comme ou grand moun boy there, gade la kwa boy there. Gene ba nèg yo ap di men like Jean-Guy Chat grew up. Jean-Guy Chat was more the Makut. He was throwing more shots at the Makut during his time when he was on thing. Jessie Frali même too. Jessie Frali même it was the latter years where Makut was starting
Sheffield,
to
yeah,
you know go away and Sheffield by side. But they have some very like witty stuff, man. Y'a voye point par en bas. You know,
Yeah.
oh yeah, nah, you know like this just Jean Doulan, they were not stand-up comedians.
Right. No.
They were more theater. And I give you guys the example. Tyler Perry does comedy theater too, but you don't call Tyler Perry a stand-up comedian.
Right.
You know, but yeah, I mean, like they definitely contributed to Haitian comedy too. So we're not gonna take away from them too.
Yeah.
They definitely contributed
Of
a whole lot.
Of course.
I just think Haitian culture is very intellectual. People don't realize how much like geniuses really exist in our culture. I mean,
We're not known for that, unfortunately.
Bro, I feel like I'm telling my entire second special here too, and that's why I
So,
always say
I'm
too.
sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good because it's like that's another thing. Parce que nous fait, we turn Haitian leisure to just bal seulement. That's where that generation before us just effed it up. Tout leisure haïtien c'est bal.
Yeah.
Studio moun
Closure most anyway, but
bal
ballrooms.
ballroom. Like nous
Yeah.
bal font fête non bal là.
Yeah.
Gotcha,
You know?
gotcha.
Donc à l'autre bagay tout again Haitian leisure c'est bal. But si m'dou yo men, sou dou moun the regular Haitian, yo men bal un petit programme haïtien là.
but
Premier bagay qui vient dans tête li yo men ap gen musique, ap gen boisson, ap gen rouillade. Like sou dou bal un petit programme haïtien, that's the first thing he's probably thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, est-ce que son bal, you know? But Haitian leisure used to be what's it called? It used to be art museums.
Yep.
It used to be museums. It used to be theater. It used to be anything.
Right.
But here in America,
pastime, yeah.
tout bagay vin bal.
Poetry.
Pas tout moun kal nan
Yeah.
ba. E ba tout stress son gouya ka geri bode.
so yeah, about to
Gen de gouya ki bod bi stress.
I did get that from you too. So you think it has to open the promoter's mindset to understand that there's different ways of
Yes.
attracting a crowd?
Yes, the Haitians have to open their eyes. They are different because you get the same group of people all the time.
All the time.
You need to diversify. Yo, moun l'église pa al nan bal. But moun l'église al nan comedy show.
Comedy show, guys.
Because guess what? Comedy show starts at 7. It ends at 9. By 9:30, you in bed.
You're looking at
Okay? Donc c'est samedi, especially sou gon bal sou gon comedy show dans samedi, 9h30 ou dans cabane ou à l'église demain.
Yeah,
Et
ou ka fon comedy show avant bal là.
Yes. But that's the thing. But bon Dieu pas fâché avant soit long comedy show hier soir. But bon Dieu a regardé différemment soit long. Eh, moi gouya ou t'a voyé. Financer petit gouyo. La prière pas même gens. Lorsque nan ba parce que me dit tout le monde pas jamais quitter madame nous prier en silence. Li ka mande bon Dieu l'autre nèg et il faut dire amen.
Problem.
So we said at the top of this that we've switched spaces. Usually you're doing the interviewing, right, with SeJoe Space. What's your most favorite or most impactful interview that you've done?
Oh, man. Whew. Well, I like all my guests because I personally invite them to SeJoe Space. But man, of course, I'm fait Mika Ben, man. And, bro, and it's crazy because I have Mika Ben's last interview.
Wow.
Like, we did it 2 weeks, literally here. 2 weeks before you went to Paris. And nous t'ai fin for a movie down in Fort Myers. Et puis il me dit, oh, Mika, man, passe dans le studio, man, viens chita avec moi, nous parler, papa. Because one of the things, the reason why I say SeJoe Space is because I always say, nous, Haitians, we don't believe in the archives. Because here in America, if you want to watch an interview from Malcolm X, God damn it, if you want to hear what Lincoln said at the Gettysburg, you can find it.
You can find it.
Haïti là, Maurice Sixto, you interview mi sim baka jwenn. C'est dans misère pour joindre on interview François Duvalier. C'est dans misère pour joindre on interview Cédras. C'est dans misère pour joindre on Mirlan Maniga. Bro, you can't really find because we don't believe in archiving people. Got it, Mano Sano, one of the people who scored a goal in the 1974 World Cup against Italy, right?
No,
bro, the man died. We don't even have a 30 for 30 from him. Like, bro, that would be a great 30 for 30 to just follow those boys who went, played at the World Cup during the Duvalier regime, what was happening, because a lot of them fled. They were promised that they were going to get paid. Bro, it's a whole story.
Right.
Nothing.
So moi-même, avant mon yo mourir, m'da parler and look at that. I have Mika Ben's last, and I still haven't released it. Like, it's in the hard drive. It's edited and everything.
Yeah. That is.
Give me the interview. Love that interview. Fanfan from Tabu Combo, always my favorite because Fanfan is an older, Haitian man. I love talking to older Haitian people because Jean yo parle créole yo a différent. Yo pas gen filter. I love, and the knowledge that they have too, man. They be get it proverbe yo utiliser les a pas avant, man. I love talking to older Haitian folks, man. So Fanfan is always my favorite. Whenever I get to talk to him, c'est Femin Joluta this time because he's really smart too, man. And Tabu Combo they've been playing since the 60s. So yeah, it's knowledge right there.
That's what's up.
So now I gotta have y'all in SeJoe Space too, man, because we
would
y'all
be
doing something
elated.
different.
Honored.
No, but listen, as you said this, and again, sometimes how the universe works in so many ways. Your platform is kind of inspired this right here. Because
that's what's up.
Because my first interview that I saw from SeJoe Space was the one you did with Isha Kave, right? So Isha Kave is one of my favorite artists.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, Risha is good too, man.
And
I like Risha.
I don't know nothing about Risha. I didn't even know he wrote Dying Now. Yo, I said, when I saw that on your interview, I said, man, what are the odds that we even will cross space? Because the way you're interviewing people and giving us that insight into their world, I was like, yo, I would love to do that in a way. And then you speak about archives. The main reason why the Haitian Millennial podcast even exists is because I knew the generation prior to us did not archive conversation of how we were living. Right. So I was like, we're Haitians in America. Why not talk about this journey and put it on wax?
Yeah.
Because somebody else is gonna go through that journey again. If somebody hit me and was like, yo, I never knew, I was talking to somebody via DM, they live in Canada. They said, I never knew Haitian Americans dealt with what you guys spoke about on the podcast about how Haitian like high schools, when you go to high school and the Americans didn't really like you and you face this whole process and there was trauma and all
That's
that.
the feedback we've gotten. People saying, wow, I finally hear my story.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that's why what you guys are doing is important, man. It's very important.
Listen, we should, we have this project in mind about Haitian artists that are currently doing things and like doing a little documentary series.
Nobody steal the idea.
So with your mindset, bro, and what you got in mind, I think we should eventually in the future probably combine to do something.
Yes, sir.
To take it to the, I think if multiple brains come together and multiple
Because
resources,
I'm
we'll
super passionate about history.
Yes.
If I could go back to school, I would study anthropology and then like get my PhD in Haitian culture because that's what I'm super passionate about.
I met a Haitian African lady who's an anthropologist. She grew up in Africa. Her mom and dad are Haitian. Haiti's au Congo. And they were recruited by the Congo. And yeah, she grew up there. She became an anthropologist and she studied Haitian history. And no lie, she told me, SeJoe, all the greatest African warriors went to Haiti. That's why Haiti's independent in 1804.
Right.
I was like,
my
damn.
dad was telling me a little something about that too.
He's like all the great all the great African warriors went to Haiti. But yeah, man, c'est vous savez, his SeJoe space exists, and rest in peace, Mika Ben. I think I'm gonna release that interview.
Wow.
On his anniversary. But yeah, man, I have the last one. Kote mwen mami se nou chita la, man, and we not pale, man. He was a great dude, dog. We started getting close. Man. We started getting close, man, because we get that movie together, and then from there, man.
And just not to like be super extra about it, but you only follow 80 people, and Mika Ben is one of them. So I was like, okay, so he must have.
Oh
some
yeah,
sort
like
of
that's the thing. Mika Ben, I don't think anybody has bad things to say about Mika because let me rencontrer Mika Ben. He was always like, Monsieur son qui était toujours content. Donc I was doing this movie in Fort Myers, and the director was like, hey man, I want to add one more Haitian dude in there, man. I was like, hey, man, put Mika Ben, man. You think he'll do it? Like, you, man, Mika Ben, go and feed my fella. I said, Joe, I'm going to do bullshit. Trust me, bullshit. He said, okay, bam. So he came, we were in Fort Myers for like 4 or 5 days. We were filming out there. And man, dog, we had a ball. That's when me and him, we started getting close. Because after the movie, that was when the Hurricane Ivan was happening too.
In Florida?
He stayed in Clearwater. So, monsieur SeJoe a quitté la cam, me dit, nah, man, ma blague, man. Me dit, yo, man, bagay li, man. Me dit, yo, man, fais cachon d'alcool là, man. Ma freeze. So, yeah, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man, we started getting, then, kaka avoye, man.
Yeah. So
But yeah, man, I told you, we did the interview, and yeah, I still have it. I don't even think his family that's the first time I've ever said it. This family don't even know.
So you got the interview.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And c'est pour ça, man, je me fais interview. So even Alan, I did Alan KV interview, and I was like, yo, because I tell Alan all the time, like, Alan, you're my favorite artist, bro.
Legend, man.
Yo, legend. Like, you're my favorite artist in the world. I'm like, I have to have an interview with you. Oh, yeah. I have to have an interview with you. Et puis c'est son nèg li pas aimé faire interview. If you look it up, you're not gonna find no interviews by Alan Kavi where he sit down and talking to you.
No. He don't even do music videos. I still remember one time, like it was like, yo, that shit music video while
bro, me say I'm get C'est pas pour that, no?
Right.
C'est pas pour that's one of his biggest hits.
I know, he still relax, man. He still tell him to chill, man.
He doesn't do that, man. Right. So I forced him, and then he's like, yo, pousse à ma felle, please. Je pas poser moi une question là, I just want to get to know you, bro. Like, not get to know you, because when my fake me say we talk on the phone and stuff. But getting back at me say, yo, man, you gotta say that on camera.
Right. They give me probably in the camera.
No, they give me probably in the camera. But Alan did it, and I was very super thankful, and I'm happy that he did it. And I told him, man, he needs to do that more often because
we need stars. We need
superstars. The song. This is stuff that us as a fan we want to know.
Yeah.
The man was just passing out chocolate. It'd be choco. Val manger your chocolat. Like, yo, that's a song.
That's a
That's a
song.
song.
And the man came up with a song while passing out chocolate, bro.
And that's inspirational for somebody who even trying to write. And I think
Facts.
that's probably what's missing in the Haitian music industry right now, because everything is about that solo. You can't wait to the solo. Nobody's really
Oui.
writing records.
Right.
So, but if somebody knew like what could be inspiring to
No,
them.
but that's why the people who write records are the top. Because, bro, Class.
Right.
It's because Class is writing
They
like
writing
Ma,
records.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why do you think people are using that at their weddings?
Donne le plume comment c'est fini.
Plume blanc.
Donne le comment c'est fini.
Yeah.
Last thing.
Uh-huh.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Mon cher, in 10 years, in 10 years, I'm definitely getting fuck you money. But oh yeah, I'm getting fuck you money in 10 years. But I don't know. You know what's funny? I know people always say to envision yourself 5-10 years in 5-10 years, but my family is in the funeral business.
Okay.
Okay. And I deal with death all the time, being in the funeral business. So saying that you see yourself in 10 and 5 years is really hilarious, because I sit down with people today and Saturday, I'm doing their funeral. Vous comprenez? Like, gade Mika ben bodemen. Bro, I was with the guy 2 weeks ago, not 2 weeks ago, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, doing the interview, and 2 weeks later, he's gone.
Yeah.
And if you ask Mika the same question, what do you see yourself 5 to 10 years from now? He would have an answer for you. And the whole thing, if you want to make God laugh, make plans.
Yeah.
You heard that? So it's like
Yeah. That's true.
10 years. Wow. My bon côté. That's one thing I can say. I'm going to be in a better space.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. So we'll see what happens 5 to 10 years from now.
Well,
Shit, you guys going to be updated soon. I'm aware.
Hey, now we're gonna see for real. Like, I feel like we need a part 2 for this.
no,
I mean,
honestly.
anytime, man. And then, one day I'm gonna just come to Orlando. I'm gonna come to your spots, so that y'all don't have to. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're more than welcome.
But yeah, man.
You are honestly an inspiration. I appreciate your intelligence.
Thank you for the flowers.
I appreciate
it.
for your pride, your perseverance.
Yes.
It is refreshing, honestly,
Appreciate it, yes.
to be with you, and thank you, honestly.
Round of applause for you, man.
Yeah, I flag.
No, listen, you deserve it.
I see me do flag. You know what?
But you know, Flair's in my name, so.
Flair, what's your full name?
Gosselin Flairmont.
Okay, Gaston Fleurimont. Okay, perfect. Do you say Fleurimont?
Yeah.
We got problems.
But you taught me.
Yes.
I learned something.
Yo, then that's what I'm going to say to a girl Nadej Fleurimont. You know what Nadej?
Yes.
No, you guys are related?
Actually,
No.
Is it the one in New York?
In
Yeah, the one in New York.
The one.
Crazy.
See?
Crazy thing is, we might bleep this out.
No, I'm parle Nadej. If Nadej swap the podcast, I got problems with you because I saw it was too. It won't jack up because I was on Instagram scrolling. I had Paul Beaubourn come in before me because he was advertising something. He's like, "Hey guys, my name is Paul Beaubourn and I'm doing this event in New York." Blah blah. I scroll down and I hear, "Hi guys, my name is Nadej Florimond." I'm like, "Oh fuck." I'm like, Paul Beaubourn hit it real nice. I'm like, man, shout out to Paul, man.
Oh,
Paul said, yeah,
moving.
man, my name is Paul Beaubourn. Et puis, me sous Nadej. My name is Nadej Fleurimont. Like, no, your name is Nadej Fleurimont.
Moving forward, I got you.
Yes,
I'm
please.
inspired.
Because guess what? They say Antetokounmpo all the time. They say Rob Gronkowski all the time. Ça rien blanc pas capable si joli dit Garel Fleurimont, hein? Ça rien pas dit Nadej Fleurimont.
Yeah, it's interesting.
No, nah, man. No, not Pointy Joel Lundi Fleurimont. Is that what's your name? Fleurimont. And look at that in the eyes too.
Listen,
But
this
Messi,
is a quick question before we leave, and you can answer really quickly. So watching your stand-up again recently, and then at the time you were talking about TPS, Kunagin Biden.
Yeah.
So as we're transferring, your comedy seems very timeless, right? Yeah. We're still in 2023, and some of the stuff you're talking about is relevant. Do you think that's a good thing for our culture or bad thing?
Timeless?
Yeah, the fact that some of the things you speak of
are
still happening
to
a certain level.
Well, that's the thing. I wanted to call my second special "Nous still Shajak Problem," but I'm not gonna call it that. But
That's funny.
no, I like creating evergreen content. You know, content that are timeless because Black du jour are evergreen. They're like that's the thing. Black jour, especially Black Haitian, j'aime pas Black jour. They're never gonna go out of style.
No.
You know, even like word of the day. Word of the day is never gonna go out of style because
So many people are doing it now too.
right.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
Right.
Which I love. I talk about like, oh, they trying to copy me.
Right.
No, I love it because now
So more people are learning more words.
more people are learning more words. And guess what? When people are learning more Creole, it's better for me.
Right.
Because once you learn a language, you're going to want to learn about the comedy. You want to learn about the humor. And guess what? The cream always rises to the top. So when you want to learn good comedy, you're always going to look for me.
Right.
You know?
It's just confidence. It's not a brag.
No, that's why I love Jada Kiss too. I'm not cocky, I'm confident.
Yes,
so when you tell me I'm the best, it's a compliment.
It's a compliment.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
That's
so
it.
listen, SeJoe, this was a pleasure, man.
I
don't think
thank you guys.
it doesn't get any better.
No.
Haitian success. We're sitting across one of the most successful Haitians. And you've been an inspiration to us,
Thank you,
inspiration to me, to this
it.
platform. And I'm sure after this episode, you'll be an inspiration to more people, more Haitian millennials.
Yes.
And we're just taking this thing forward. Before we go, I know, again, your name is very popular, but if you want to do the average thing, how can people find you?
Yeah.
Where can they find you?
Oh, you guys should make something bad, man. If you Google me, I'm sure if you SeJoe, SeJoe, they'll find me. Instagram is SeJoe still, SeJoe. YouTube, Facebook, everything is SeJoe. I try to keep it consistent across the board, so it's very easy to look me up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was none other than SeJoe. Nek
Yes.
black la. Nek kafe ba yo. Nek Amazon Prime na. Pose that it. Pose. But that is the end of our episode. Episode 37.
Episode
We get
37.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's
we
what's up.
We get old.
No, that means you guys are putting in work.
Hey,
That's
we're
what it
trying,
is.
man.
Yeah.
We're trying, keeping it consistent. But shout out to Leona, who was not with us, but she was with us at the same time. I was Mark the Dreamer. Hold on.
Oh.
It's like I felt like I said Mark the Dreamer.
C'est Gigi, the realist.
The realist. And we are out. Thank you for listening. First time listeners, we appreciate you. And long time Zummers, we appreciate you. With that said, we are out.
Bye.
What's good? It's Mark the Dreamer.
Hey, this is Gigi, and it's your girl Leona, and you are listening to the Haitian Millennial Podcast.
Rete, bon rale ti ches bam bon kita.